This morning, a legal do-over in a case that has captured global attention, with Karen Reed set to return to court today for the start of opening statements in her second murder trial.
I have no choice but to be ready. I feel strong. I've got an amazing team, and I'm anxious.
Reed is accused of hitting her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe, with her SUV, leaving him to die in the snow after a night of heavy drinking. But Reed says she's innocent. The first trial ending with the jury deadlocked.
I'm declaring a mistrial.
After the defense team argued she was framed by law enforcement.
She's a whack job.
With text messages from the lead investigator looming large.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was a cover-up in this case, plain and simple.
That claim of a setup spawning legions of devoted supporters rallying at the courthouse.
Free Karen Reed!
And online, tracking every twist and turn in the case for more than 3 years.
It's like a movie. It is, and it leaves you torn.
Reed's case also a trending topic on podcasts.
This is shaping up to be a very different trial than the last one.
And the subject of recent documentaries, including a new one on Max.
It's been like living in purgatory.
Showing Reed's reaction last year, moments after the judge declared a mistrial.
I just walked out of that courthouse halfway free. It's better than being in jail, but it's untenable.
This time around, some changes, as the state hopes for a different result.
Good morning, Your Honor.
The prosecution adding a former criminal defense attorney who once represented the late Boston crime boss, James Whitey Bulger. While the defense, in a move virtually unheard of, adding an alternate juror from Reed's first trial, who has expressed frustration with the prosecution. Reed saying this about the new jury that will decide her fate.
Very pleased, absolutely. Yep. And what do you think about them? Truthful, and they were questioned thoroughly.
It's always interesting when you have a retrial to see what changes in terms of sometimes the attorneys, sometimes in terms of the strategy.
Yeah, okay, so this time around, I think the challenge is still for the prosecutors. How do you show that this was an intentional killing as opposed to some terrible accident gone wrong there? I think especially because there's some questions about why they charged her with the exact same charges this time around, even though the jury deadlocked. There's also some questions about whether their jury was actually in favor of acquitting her on the highest charge last time around, so stay tuned for what happens there. But for her, she's now cooperated on the record in this documentary where her affect is going to be judged by this jury. Things that she said are going to be picked apart. It's not as if she confessed on tape, but she said plenty of details that could be picked apart a lot. So it'll be interesting to see whether she ends up having to testify to try to clean up what she said in the
She did not testify in the first trial. And she even says in this documentary, basically, I never got to say my side.
Yeah,
well, now she has, but it's going to be evidence in the trial.
For sure.
Laura, thank you.
Sure.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.